Did we actually kill him?
Done a lot.
I don't remember killing the
No,
dragon.
you like
I
walled
thought we
him
let
he's
him
still
in.
live.
alive. Wait, no.
I thought we like said he had to stay there or something though, or something like don't
Yeah.
leave.
You walled him in. I think.
We did, but I mean, we didn't kill him.
No, he can break out of it eventually. I mean, it's gonna
Yeah.
hurt, but he can do it. You guys are dicks. Walling dragons in their own
Actually,
layers.
this looks like it maybe doesn't
God.
actually
We've
go
done
to
that
that same
twice.
spot anyway.
Yeah, twice now. It's a
We did
thing.
it to the wyverns as well.
Oh no. What I remember what I did is I shackled him, and then I put a guard dog at the entrance
Oh,
to his
that's right.
cave, an
The guard
invisible
dog.
one, that mage's faithful hound.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's gonna last like half a day. All right, Nizzo, go on your grand adventure.
All right.
Hold on. Let me just find out.
Maybe that's just a dead end. I don't know. It could be.
He just like looks at a wall.
I'll walk over like, well, guys, I did my job.
I'm
Oh,
done.
no, he doesn't. Yeah. And then I guess I should probably also give like a perception check as well. Oh, cool, another one.
Alright, give me some seconds. Unlike the eye, I actually have some dice to roll now.
Hmm.
You don't have to.
You're right. Okay. Noted. Alright, Nizza, you kind of come to somewhat of a crossroads. Choose your adventure.
I'm gonna stick close to the wall. Because I'm trying to be stealthy. Trying to like kind of sneak along next to the wall and hopefully not be seen. So I'll just keep going down this edge here.
Okay. I'll let you scoot closer and tell you what you see.
Okay. Let me know if you need me to do any other rolls. I have a
Nah,
do
you're
have a
good.
really bad stealth and perception rolls. So
You're fine. Go ahead and scooch closer. Alright. They don't see you. They
Hooray!
don't know you're there. You see three familiar creatures, ogres. They seem to be working in what appears to be a tannery.
oh, okay. So these aren't warriors, they're just, professional.
Whatever.
So I don't want to do anything to these professionals. Just doing
Let the
their job.
professionals work, okay.
Yeah.
I'll give you a better description of the room. This room reeks of vinegar, rotting hair, and worse. A single large stone basin sits in the middle of the room, about 10 feet square and filled with foul-looking liquid upon which float patches of wet fur. Among the basin stands a dozen wooden frames over which leather and hides are stretched. At the far end of the cave, a stinking mound of hides and furs awaits tanning. And from what you can
Okay.
tell, you can maybe roll on knowledge nature.
Do I have that skill? I don't know if I do. No, I don't have like any knowledge skills, so yeah.
Okay, then you're not
I
really
have
sure what
appraise
creature it is.
or oh, like what they're doing,
Yeah.
what type of hide they're working on. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Yep. So I see this, and then I'll just leave.
Excellent.
Come back up here.
Okay, this one may be a little different. Give me a second. Okay. So you get there and you don't go unnoticed, so I'll tell you what happens first and then you can do whatever you do.
Uh,
Just give me a second.
well, like, you mean they notice me? Like, I can tell they notice me. Like, he looks up and looks right at me or something.
I'll get to that. Just give me a second. I'm kind of doing a couple of things here all
Okay.
at once. Okay. The walls of this room have been chiseled away and made almost regular. 4 anvils stand in the middle of the room, while the south burns a bright forge fire. Immense bellows stand near a row of low iron cages, each featuring a filthy mound of straw. The bellows handles extend through the cages, allowing anyone imprisoned within to work the bellows without the necessity of leaving their confines to the north. Mounds of steel and the broken and bent pieces of dozen weapons await work. So it looks like it's like a weaponry. But when you do get there, 2 of them just happen to be looking in that direction. And they both see you and they're like, Tiny man?
Hmm. Haha.
Um, so I'll say, oh, don't mind me. I'm just passing through. I'm supposed to be here.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
Jorgenhof Safety Committee.
Yeah. The boss wanted me to check on you.
Maybe if you were a little stone gnome.
Yeah, I know. It's probably penalties for being kind of a hard to believe claim, maybe, but
So, one of them that spoke up, like, starts scratching in his chin and he's just looking at you. He's like, Boss want tiny man? And then the other one's like, yeah, boss like little things. Probably. Get back to work. And then they all just start working again.
okay, cool.
The
So I'll just leave again.
the bluff prevails.
If that didn't work, my other option was turn invisible and run away, but so I'll check the last room out here, see what this looks like as well.
Okay. Nobody notices you here, but you do see 4 giants sleeping.
Oh, okay. Well, fortunately, I should be able to get past some sleeping giants pretty easily.
Perhaps.
I guess the question is if I want to, because I get in trouble and then there's these sleeping giants get woken up and they're behind me. Like, that could be bad.
Could
Okay,
be.
that probably is about as far as I'll explore then. I'll probably just head back now.
Okay.
And then then I'll wait for, like, I'll maybe explain what I saw and then wait for Henrik to finish doing his scouting with the eye. He probably can scout a little further because his eye's invisible.
Okay. Nizzo heads back, and we return to the eye.
starts moving down this little path over here, past the dragon.
Okie dokie. It opens up to a big chamber again. And at the altar,
Oh, that's a symbol.
Henrik sees two familiar creatures. You've seen these before.
Oh God, I hope I know. I hope it's who you're talking about.
Creature, not person, but perhaps. One second. I'm pretty sure you guys have like identified these creatures quite a number of times, but they do seem to have a snake-like tail, and they are pretty large in size. These two in particular look like they are wearing some sort
Oh,
of armor or clergy type matching outfits. And they are currently at the altar watching something. They're praying or whatever they're doing. They're just staring off into the distance at the altar.
mm-hmm. And
Uh,
Henrik likely recognizes that, like their religion of worship,
I'll get you a
Three-eyed
description of
dragon?
this room. You do
even with a
recognize
one.
Lamashtu. You've seen this a number of times now. You
Yep,
remember Lamashtu under Sandpoint, also.
yep.
And let's see here, what's the description? The walls black with suit. No, that's the wrong window. Here it is. Incense smoke hangs heavy in the air of this cavern, thick enough to give the cave a gauzy, almost dreamlike feel, and scenting the place with a vaguely metallic ting. Soft chanting fills the air as well. The voices, rich, modulated tones, are strangely soothing. The cavern's walls are painted on all sides in spiraling patterns of vivid blue and purple, while here and there the angular symbol of a three-eyed, jackal-like visage leers out to these dark colors in vivid reds. Elsewhere, depictions of snarling hyenas with mouths full of bones and horned rats with long tails glower from the walls. A large block of stone sits against one wall, its top and sides slick with fresh blood, and that's where these Lamayas are.
Neat. The eye continues forward. Goes down. We'll keep going down. I guess does it see anything off to the... There we go. Hides. And of course it sees the stone giants to the left.
Yeah.
And I guess just for curiosity's sake, and probably to end the eye, it's gonna scout along over here. And then eventually I guess it'll get back to us.
Okay.
And Henrik will finally dismiss it. 'Cause it's probably been scouting for a little while now.
Yeah.
And well, that was an adventure. And I tell the others about the rooms that I found. And that I believe I found some people of great importance along these chambers.
I'll tell you about the people of not so great importance that I found.
Everything is important, Nizzo. Of some importance.
Of less importance than the ones you found, probably, though. They seemed like they were just workers of some sort. Some of them did see me, but I convinced them that I was supposed to be there, so they didn't seem to mind that I was there.
Ah, good job. Then our presence here is still mostly unknown.
Yes.
But yeah, aside from like the stone giants to our immediate left, I think I did find a matronly stone giant that could be Mokmurian's mother. I found a male stone giant that could be Mokmurian himself, or maybe like a general of his, looking over some battle plans in a large room filled with bones. Two young dragons that just seem to be playing with each other, as young dragons do. And then a little more disconcerting scene where I found two of those creatures like Zanisha, not Zanisha herself, worshipping at an altar of Lamashtu.
And Zanisha herself could be here still, though.
She could be.
Considering this was where she was headed.
That sneaky snake.
Is there any way that we can
You
the
cut out.
matron? I just paused.
Oh.
Is there any way we can contact the matron sort of quietly and arrange some sort of meeting, say in the back room here or something? I think if we could talk to her without starting a fight, it might be to our advantage.
Well, it would take a great degree of stealth and subtlety, and maybe a little magical trickery, at least to hide our visage. I might be able to assist in the changing our image department with polymorph. With some clever polymorphs.
Let me see what Marmara has. If she has anything like mess. Well, you have to see the person with message, but maybe other options. Let me see.
We could use sending if we had it.
A fucking
Maybe.
And I hate opening his character sheet. So Mantis decided that he wanted to add every single druid spell available to him to his actions tab. And you know what that does? Matt.
That's kind of like my shaman.
Because you're
I did
guilty
add
of
a
that
lot.
too. But he added every single one. You
But I didn't add the
ones
entire
you
one.
wanted. Yeah. Let's see, stabilize, light, detect magic, and create water right now.
An invisible gnome would be pretty good. I could turn him invisible.
He has tree shape. Can you walk in tree shape? A walking tree just down.
I don't think so. I think you're just a
think
tree.
so.
Oh well. Yeah. I don't see anything on the spell list that's gonna help you out. Freedom of movement, he can give you that though. Uh, Does Nizzo know giant?
I don't think I know giant.
So you'll have to figure out what language you want to try.
Let me check what languages do I know. I know. Yeah, I know Common, Elven, Gnome, Orc, and Sylvan. Those are the only languages I know. This was just a locksmith. He doesn't know. He doesn't know all these weird languages. Still actually knows quite a bit of languages though, to be fair, but
Yeah.
just not ones that are relevant to this situation.
Huh.
Yeah, we could make him
Bears.
invisible to try and contact her. Like I said, I could try and polymorph some of us to go unnoticed through the complex. I could turn this into bears. They
Uh,
like bears.
Yeah, I don't know if they're like bears wandering through the kitchen though.
Let's be like, oh, the
They
bears
might
must be
take
hungry.
us. They put us in the cage with the cave with the other bears.
Yay! Then you have to escape as bears. Or you can try fighting them as bears, I guess.
I kind of wonder what, like, they were talking about the boss, like, small things or whatever, and, like, them believing me. I wonder if that's has anything to do with the fact that that kobold was there.
Maybe.
Like, they're like, oh, it's just like that
That might
kobold
be the
again.
perfect reason.
Yeah. That might be the reason why they, like, those other giants didn't care that I was wandering around. Like, oh, it's just like that stupid kobold again.
Does Mizo have any diplomacy?
I do, but I don't speak giant. I mean, if I try common, I guess it might work.
That other did. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. It's a good point.
Because I know the ones I talked to there spoke common, so I mean, so far
Well,
most of
that's
them
true.
speak decent common. So I could do diplomacy, I guess.
I say give it a try. See if
Okay,
she's
but we have
willing to
any?
come into the cobalt room so we can speak in private.
You want me to like try to sneak over to it then? Like if I get stuck over there though, like what do I do then? Like if
Well,
she just decides that she doesn't like me being here and just attacks me or something.
you'll be invisible, right?
Is that the plan right now?
I thought Henrik had an invisibility spell.
Oh, unfortunately not right now. I'm out of those.
Oh,
Oh,
one
actually, no,
moment.
no, I do. I have one.
I don't have an.
Maybe the person who speaks giant should go invisible, says Amara.
That's true. You don't know how to speak giant. Wait,
Okay.
I could turn myself into a kobold.
And then maybe we assume that they think you're just like that other kobold. That's assuming that that kobold actually is working with them, but I assume so, or was working with them.
Don't forget those little red hats.
Those little red caps.
That's
Those guys are
true. I could
annoying.
have pretended like they might have thought it was a red cap. The giants
Oh
might
yeah,
have.
you should have put one on.
Yeah, gross.
Yeah, that red is because of being soaked in blood.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess that would have made my bluff more convincing, maybe.
Okay, who speaks giant?
I do.
Okay, invisibility and sneaking.
You
I'll
could
try
dimension
invisibility
door as
first.
well, right?
I do have teleport still,
No, just teleport.
and dimension door.
Well, dimension door you might be able to do, right? You don't need to actually see where dimensioning door, but you have seen it with the arcane eye, and that might be, like, I think that's good enough to dimension door there.
Oh, I think I'd rather dimension door like to safety.
Yeah, probably. Especially if you only have one dimension
So
door.
I'll cast invisibility on myself.
And you would need invisibility anyway, probably, if you were to dimension door in there, because dimension door kind of leaves you vulnerable. Like when you first, unless you have the, whatever it's called, the abundant step or something, or whatever it's called. No, abundant step's the one, the monk version of it. The feat, though, that lets you take actions after you use dimension door.
Yeah, I don't have that. Alright, so I'm invisible.